What's up, everybody? It's been a little while since I've been on the tube line, but I figured I'd talk to you guys. To say the least, it's been a journey. But you keep on going. That journey does clear up. That journey does get better. You know, y'all going with me through the highs, the lows, the good, the bad, the ugly. We here. You know what I'm saying? And to sum it all up, I've been trying to get extra income here lately. But to say the least, I finally got a breakthrough. 2 job interviews coming up. I already got a job, making income, but I'm at a point in my life to where I would like to make more income, And I also continue to stream and do different things like that as well, and make content for you guys, And to say the least, sometimes you just gotta push through. A lot of times, and I'm one to hold myself accountable for that. I've done that too. We give up a lot. Workout journeys, you'll be right there. You cutting, you leaning, you doing your diet right, and then just one day, you self-sabotage and you're back to eating all these cookies and cakes, and you done gained all this weight back, man. And then you just stop working out. Just to jump off topic a little bit, a lot of times, we work out thinking that we're going to get to a destination. We work out thinking that we're going to get to stop at some point. No, the whole point of working out is that you're going to make it a lifestyle. Just like you took that journey to get there, to get leaned up or to shed the weight or to bulk up or whatever the case is. You continue to do that. You continue to do that. But, back on topic, sometimes we give up and we be right there. I know sometimes as humans it's hard to see the vision, but we gotta lock in and see the vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, lock in and see the vision. And there will be light at the end of the tunnel, but you gotta grind every day. You gotta work every day. You gotta work out every day. Put in those job applications. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to shout out victory because of the simple fact I was almost about to give up, and it was moments to where I wanted to fold, but I just keep making myself dig deep, and there will be a breakthrough. Like I said, then I get an opportunity to get 2 job interviews, and sometimes it's a season, not to be trying to get all these girls, and not to be trying to worry about what she doing, and not to be worrying about if she out here with this and that, and you want to be laid up all day and cuddly wuddly and all that bullshit. Sometimes it's just a season of grinding, getting that money. Cause I'm gonna let you know something, man. She can play it off and act like she don't like it, but my dad always told me, and a lot of times, I've heard this from other people too. Nowadays, it's the sad truth, but people like winners. People like winners, man. And it's hard to embrace, because you feel like people should be there with you when you down and out, and they should, and God will bless you and put people in your life that'll ride it all the way through with you. But there's also cutthroat people out here that's like, hey, if you ain't winning, I'm gone. Whether it's male, female, all that. Now, and if you can be blessed to have a few people in your life riding with you when you don't got it, that's a blessing. They were day ones, they was there rocking with you. But a lot of times people are cutthroat. You'll tell somebody something and you're looking for sympathy and empathy, and they give it to you cutthroat. Well, you shouldn't have did this. Well, you did it. My dad's kind of cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about some old friends of mine and all that, and how they were kind of messed up or whatever. And he sit there and right in the middle of our discussion, he says, "Where are they at now?" And you know, it's cutthroat. You know, and sometimes people can overdo it, and sometimes it's not always time for tough love, and sometimes you do need sympathy. Sometimes you do need empathy, but you know, yeah. And then you know, but in all reality, these folk are not here. But now, when I had a little money, they were there. Or when they thought I was going to get a breakthrough, or they was there. Or when they thought I was going to get a new car, they was there. But you know, more of this. You know, I'm just here to celebrate my two phone job interviews, and I'm looking to make new income and continue to level up and continue to take you guys with me on this journey, and do this content, and you know, do it straight like that. You know, do it straight like that. And I want y'all to rock out with me, and yeah, we gotta keep going. To my fellas, to my women, you know, I normally like to motivate my men, because you know we're not really being men no more. But to say the least, my men out here, get to it. My men out here, grind it out. My men out here, you on Indeed, keep filling out them applications, keep making them calls. You might have to get down and dirty and do jobs that you don't want to do for a minute. You might have to work that them 12 hours. You know, we complain about money, we complain about income, but we're not working them extra hours. You complaining about making income, but you literally just, you, whoever's listening to me right now, you literally just had a job interview, and they told you you're going to be working 10s, 11s, and 12s and all that, and having perfect opportunities to get money, and you turned it down. And then you're going to wake up next week and be like, I need more money. You know, sometimes you got to do shit that you don't want to do to be able to do what you want to do. And I'm learning that, and I'm embracing that. You know, it's not about moving on everybody's time, you know, because there's a lot of judgmental folks. You should have been did this, da 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 da. You know, but as long as you figure it out, and you will figure it out, you will figure it out. But you know, this is my rant, but really celebration. I just want to keep my fellas motivated out here, and let's do it, guys. Real talk.